It's starting again. It's starting. What's starting? Well, we are doing another Worth the Queue episode. Yes, Worth the Queue episode is back, and we're going to a food center. This food center to discover whether the queues at this food center is worth you lining up. It's worth you going in there and queuing up to try the food, the delicious hawker food, street food, food center food, Singapore food. So, if you want to know whether the food at this food center, the queues, why the people are queuing up, whether the food is worth the queue, there's only one way to find out, and that way is to watch this video. Find out if this queue, maybe this queue, what about this one and this one? So many queues, whether they are worth it, whether it's worth you queuing up. To know that, join me after the intro, which is happening right now. Worth the queue, worth the queue. Is it worth the queue? Worth the queue, worth the queue. Is it worth the queue? I think so. I don't know. Maybe. Yes, no. I don't know. Worth the queue. Let's get up the stairs and head towards the food center, which is on the second floor. The first floor is the market. This is the second floor where the food center is. You turn right, and immediately in front of you is the first place that we're going to eat at. And there's a queue here. And since this is a Worth the Queue episode, we will give it a try. The name of the store is called Pangkau char sao, and here they sell roast meats together with rice or noodles, like wonton noodles. And this place I think is quite new, but there is a queue, so I decided to give it a try. So this is what I ordered. I ordered their barbecue pork or char siu or char sao and sausage with rice. In total it cost me $6. So first of all, let's talk about the char siu. The char siu here is nice and fatty. There's a nice deep soya taste to it, more savory than sweet. The meat is nice and tender. I quite like the char siu, and it goes well with the rice. Then you also have an egg, which is normal. Then on the other side is the sausage. The sausage has a nice meaty taste, but the only problem is it's a very mild taste. There is no barbecue flavor to the sausage. And also the char siu, I would have preferred it if there was more of a char flavor to it. But they do give you some pork lard to eat together with the rice. So it's nice, it's savory. The sauce they put on it, put on the rice, is some kind of like a braised pork trotter sauce or something like that. Savory, meaty. Overall, nothing spectacular. That's the problem. It's passable, but if there was a long queue, honestly, I wouldn't really queue up and wait in line here. And slightly further down from the roast meat store is another store that will grab your attention because there's always a queue. Yes, lunchtime, always a queue. They will keep selling their chicken, both the Hainanese and roast chicken, until it's sold out. So this place here, very popular place. Always a queue. And you need to eat. If you want to eat here, you need to queue up. Name of the place is called Seng Heng Hainanese Boneless Chicken Rice. It sells both Hainanese and roast chicken. And I said the queue here is long is because each time you come here, there's always a queue and you need to wait maybe around 20 minutes or more sometimes for their chicken rice. And I ordered from this store here their Hainanese chicken rice, which cost me $5, and it comes together with an egg. I actually upsized my meal. So here it is. Just look at the chicken. The chicken here I like the chicken taste. The chicken meat has a very nice clean taste, firm meat, nice meat texture, flavored nicely. Then you have the chicken rice. The chicken rice also good, nice firm texture, good bite texture, nice chicken rice flavor. But what's really good here is actually that chili sauce, which I suspect they make it themselves. It has a nice chili, ginger, chicken flavor in it. Very good, very nice. I think you're not mistaken, also a coriander finish. And this chili sauce harmonizes very well with the chicken rice, helps to highlight the chicken rice flavor of the chicken rice. So if you do come here, you can actually try the Hainanese chicken rice. The Hainanese chicken rice here is good and is also worth the queue. Then I also tried again their roast chicken with rice. I must say, the roast chicken here also done nicely. The sauce that they pour on the chicken is light, sweet and salty and very flavorful and goes very well with the chicken. Then you also eat it together with the chili sauce. Like I said, the chili sauce they make it themselves. It's spicy, it gives a nice little kick to it, and it's very flavorful and goes very well together with both the chicken and the rice. So if you come here, you can either order the Hainanese chicken rice or roast chicken. Both of them, they do it very well. And up next, where are we heading to? We're going to go to the next row to try another food that also has a queue because it's quite popular. And queue at this kind of place is very strange because most of the time, people don't queue up to eat vegetarian food or tender tea rice. But this store here, called Living Wholesome Vegetarian Food, there is actually a queue of people to eat his tender tea rice. And he not only serve tender tea brown rice, he also serve it with bihun. Yeah, so surprisingly, something unusual, I must give it a try. So I ordered their tender tea brown rice, the smaller portion, which cost me $6. And for $6, this is what you get. You get a whole huge plate of different variety of stuff and this little bowl of soup. Normally, the green tea here has a bit of a bitter taste, but here, no. It's a nice savory black taste, which is very surprising. And then you have all these kind of different types of ingredients here to eat together with brown rice. You have some vegetables, you have some soya beans, you have some tofu, which they fry and gives a nice fluffy flavor. And then bean sprouts, you also have some preserved vegetable which give it sweetness and crunchiness, and also peanuts with different crunchiness. Then you have stems here with also different type of vegetable crunchiness. So you eat it together with the rice, and when you mix it all together, you pour in some of the delicious soup. Oh, somehow just goes very well together. This is one of the few places where I actually really enjoyed eating their tender tea rice. Other places, not really, but here they do it very well. Like texture, when you eat the thing, you have a contrasting different textures in your mouth that makes it very enjoyable. And then the flavors also tasty, really tasty. So if becoming a vegetarian and eating this type of food, I may consider to try it one day, maybe for a week, not for my lifetime. But like I said, this place here, if you want something healthy, worth the queue. And let's just keep walking around here. Most of the stores here, if you do come here, most of the stores, they do not have a queue, or the queue is very short. So you don't have much waiting time at most stores. So, but there are certain stores, somehow they do have a queue. Some of them have it for a variety of reasons, like this particular store here, which is called 133 Penang Authentic. So they sell noodles from Penang. They have char kway teow, they have prawn noodles, they have lor mee. So if you do like Penang food, you can come here to give it a try. So I decided to try their fried kway teow. Penang fried kway teow, which cost me $4. And most places outside of Penang can't cook their Penang fried kway teow well. It's just different. Somehow they just don't do it well. And if you look at this dish, it doesn't look too bad. And taste-wise also, it's also not too bad. I've eaten worse in Singapore, but here, surprisingly, they do it well. The egg, well fried, has a little of the wok flavor. So you have a savory, eggy, chili taste with kway teow noodles, and the flavors are infused into the noodles. So when you taste it, when you eat the noodles, you get the full flavor of everything in there. So what you have in there, you have of course chives, then you have prawns, fish cake, Chinese sausage, kway teow noodles, but the kway teow noodles is a bit thin, then you have bean sprouts and egg, all fried together in a wok, infused together, mixing of flavors and aroma and taste. So surprisingly, for a Penang fried kway teow that's outside of Penang, this store actually makes it well. And there is a queue here because he makes it well, because he takes the time to properly make the noodles, infuse all the flavor, all the wok flavor into the noodles. So because of that, there is a queue. But if you are hungry, or if you miss Penang fried kway teow and you are willing to try it outside of Penang, then you can give this place a try. They do it quite well because they take the time to do it right. And so, this brings us to the end of our Worth the Queue episodes. Can you believe it? This is actually episode 10. Yes, we have gone through 10 episodes of Worth the Queue, and I hope you enjoyed it. And this time, we are at Bukit Timah Food Centre. A food centre which is, I must say, out of the way, but still there is some queues here, and there's always the question that we want to find out, which is if this queue worth the queue. So join me for the next few episodes as I explore this area here. And as per usual, you know what to do. As per usual, if you have not done so, please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and also subscribing to my channel. Leave any comments about things that I should do, places I should go, food I should try. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next adventure, my next food adventure. I will see you there. Bye bye.